AITA for silently changing my son's name after my cill stole it for her baby. When my wife and I found out we were expecting our first child, it felt like the world had finally clicked into place. We were so excited every little moment, from hearing the heartbeat to painting the nursery, felt magical. But nothing felt more special than choosing his name. We spent hours thinking it through, balancing sentimentality and uniqueness, imagining how it would sound at a graduation or on a wedding invitation. When we found the one, it just fit. First, middle, last, perfect. And we kept it to ourselves. That was intentional, not because we were being mysterious, but because we wanted that moment to be ours. Just us. A quiet, private joy in a whirlwind of baby showers and family group chats. We told no one. At least, we thought we didn't. Until my sister-in-law somehow found out. She was also pregnant at the time, about 2 months ahead of us, and one day she texted us out of the blue. Love. The name. Can't wait to meet little name. So cute. My wife froze. I remember the way her smile dropped, like the air had been sucked out of the room. We were confused. How did she know? I called my brother to ask if he'd said anything. He swore he hadn't, then casually added, "You know, Cill, she loves poking through stuff. Probably saw something when she visited." No big deal. No big deal. My brother and I are close, but even he's aware that his wife has a, let's say, curious streak. She's the type to accidentally open your medicine cabinet or borrow your moisturizer without asking. Still, this felt like a violation. It wasn't just makeup or leftovers, it was our son's name. We didn't make a scene. What could we do? Then her baby was born. She posted the announcement on Instagram, all frilly and sweet. "Welcome to the world, our perfect little full name." The exact name. First, middle, last. Our name. I stared at my phone, stunned. I honestly thought it was a joke at first. But it wasn't. My brother called me right after and basically begged me not to make it a thing. Said his wife had a hard delivery. She was fragile. And she just loved the name so much. Apparently, she thought it would be sweet for our sons to share a name because my brother and I have similar names, like Kevin and Devin. It was insane logic. She'd stolen it, and now wanted praise for the sentimental twist. My wife was livid, but calm. We sat together, quiet, while feeding our newborn. Then she looked at me and said, "Let's change it, but we don't tell anyone yet." She was right. In our state, it's a lot harder to change a baby's name after 6 months. We didn't trust Cill not to do something even crazier, like try to change her baby's name again if she found out we'd switched. So we played along. Posted our old name on the baby blanket photos. Used it at family dinners. Smiled and nodded when people called him by the shared name. And behind closed doors, we started calling our son by his real name, the new one we chose just for him. Fast forward 4 months later, and we finally made the change public. New monogrammed onesie, new birth certificate. Our friends and family understood immediately. My parents said it made total sense. My sisters laughed and said we'd pulled off a classy version of revenge. Everyone understood except my brother. He called me furious. Said we silently did this shit just to make his wife look stupid. Claimed we stole back the name and undermined her emotional connection to the boys. Apparently, she cried when she found out. He accused us of being petty, dramatic, even vindictive. I told him what I'd been holding back, that stealing someone's baby name isn't sweet, it's insane. And did he seriously think it was a good idea for 2 kids in the same family to go to the same school with identical names? What happens when they're in the same grade? When their report cards get mixed up? Medical records? Tax info? Plenty of people share names, he said. It's not that hard. I laughed. Plenty of people also have boundaries, but apparently that's not a thing in your household. Now he stopped speaking to me. My Cill blocked both my wife and me on social media. And apparently, they're telling people we made things complicated. So Reddit AITA for silently changing my son's name after my Cill used it for her baby. First, because to me, it feels like the only thing we did wrong was not expecting someone to steal a name they weren't even told.